Hi everyone and welcome to a new video here on my channel. Today I am sharing my design team package with you that I received from Lisa Horton Crafts. I am on her design team, which is really exciting, and I was sent this great huge package of loads of yumminess that I want to share with you because you're part of this journey as well with me. And throughout 2020, I'm going to share a lot of different projects, a lot of tutorials, start to finish videos, and products that Lisa is releasing. So I am going to start out by showing you Lisa's dies and clear stamps that I was sent. And I think these are really cool because you can do a lot with this, especially because it's coordinating dies with the stamps. First up, we have got the Daisy Burst stamp set, and I think the polka dot flower is so cute. I can definitely see myself stamping that clear stamp with some very vibrant ink and then using the die set with it. And I just love this edge as well. I mean, it's so intricate. The die is very intricate. So if you use your die cutting machine and you cut out the die and then you get the die cut and then you stamp on the die cut with some gold ink, I mean, I can just see magic being created. And especially for someone that loves making very layered cards, a die set and stamp set like this is perfect. It's just perfect. And then we have got, I think this is my favorite set actually, because I find it so cool, and I've got a lot of ideas for this, and it's called In the Loop. And it's, I mean, first of all, look at that stamp, like this big stamp. It's got the coolest impressions in the bubbles, and it's just, I just love it. I think it would bring a lot of interest to a card and even to a background. I've become really in love with creating backgrounds with texture paste. So I can see myself like stamping in the texture paste. I really want to try that out. And we've got some almost like coffee stains here about bubbles, and you've got some sentiments which says with love, for you, best wishes, and you've got more texture stamps. And we've also got a coordinating die, and I love this die set. I think it's so nice because, first of all, think about this. You cut this out with your die cut machine in white cardstock. Then you cut out pattern paper and put it in all of these bubbles. Wouldn't that be super cute? And you then layer it under, for example, let me show you. It's difficult to explain, but if you cut that out and then on the side of your card, you just put it under, and then it brings a lot of interest like I've done here. But instead of having just like a triangle coming out, you got this coming out under your centerpiece, or the main center of your card. It's really difficult explaining that, but I hope you got what I was thinking. But I just love that, and I think it's so cool. And even just cutting that out in white cardstock, it would look really nice and bring a lot of interest to a card. So I really love that. And then butterflies. Who does not like butterflies? I love butterflies. And you've got this lovely stamp set, which is called Butterfly Flourish. And it's got tons of butterflies. These butterflies will be perfect if you stamp them on Lisa's new papers that she's releasing. And I'm going to show those in just a second. And then you just cut them out, and then you make them 3D, and you kind of bend them a little bit, and then you add them to a card. Perfect. And you don't even need to cut them out, because you could get the coordinating die set as well. And you've got here a border Love borders, think it's super cool. And you can just cut it out with the die set. So I love this. I'm really happy that I received it. And I can't wait to start playing with these new products. And then I wasn't only sent this, but I was sent a lot more actually. So something that is really, really cool is that Lisa is releasing some designer paper pads as well. And it's 2 collections. One of them is called Capri, which is this one. And I've just removed it now from its plastic. And then we've got Barley. And these are really, really cool. So when I saw for the first time the Capri collection, let's just start with that one. The first thing I thought was unicorns, cotton candy, fairy tale land, and I'm all about that. I absolutely love it. So it's got these really cool kind of ink stains, and it's almost like the sky is really, really nice, very beautiful. And I mean, look at that. I think that's my favorite one. I can't wait to create like a cool background and even use, I mean, it's a nice background in itself, but using texture paste, using a little bit of glitter, especially using Lisa's, which I was also sent, Lisa's new Magical Mermaid Tails, this is the Copper Sky one. I was sent the Lilac Sea, and I was also sent the Turquoise Rose. I mean, using that on this and just building up your background with texture paste, with glitter, with ink, I mean, it would take these papers and your creations to the next level. I really love it. So these are super cool. And for someone like me that don't have a lot of ink, I've got a few Tim Holtz ink pads, but I haven't got as many as a lot of people have that are into mixed media. So this is really perfect then, because it saves me a lot of the hassle of making these backgrounds myself and buying quite expensive alcohol inks. So I'm really happy about that. So that's the Capri collection. And then we've also got the Barley one, which is a little bit darker, but at the same time quite feminine and grungy, and I really like it. I mean, look at that. That is so pretty. And you've got more, I mean, look at that green. That is so cool. Kind of that moss green. And you've got this. That's almost like the Swedish flag. Really nice. And this is more like alcohol inky. I love that. I'm a sucker for purple. Love purple. Pink, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Look at that. It's so pretty. Can't wait to create with this. I'm so excited. And I love orange leaves. That's why I'm getting married in September. I love autumn. Autumn is like the best season of the year. I love summer as well. I mean, I've got my birthday in July, so I don't say no to the summer. And I love spring as well. Winter is a little bit, I don't know. I'm Swedish and I grew up with loads of snow everywhere. But winter is quite dreadful. It's so dark and it's just, I mean, I'm quite happy though in all seasons, but I prefer autumn just because of the colours. So that is the 2 island collections that Lisa has released and that she sent me. And then I got something really, really exciting as well. I moved this mat, I think, now. Something that is really irritates me sometimes on YouTube is when people has got their like mats like this, and I'm like, oh no, that doesn't work. It needs to be as straight as possible. I think I made it. That's quite straight. I hope it's quite straight. I got some pearls as well. These lovely pearls. In all different colors. I love pearls. Pearls brings a lot of interest to card, and it's just fun. And then something that brings a lot of interest to a card is this. It's my new love in life. it's so cool. And it brings so much oomph to a card. I mean, here's a little sneak peek of a card that I created. And I've used this. I've used the white kind of fluffiness. I don't know what you call this, really. It's like almost like nesting material. But it is really, really cool. And as you see, it brings a lot of interest together with stencils, which I'm going to show you in a second. But I mean, it just brings a lot of interest to cards. I've got something which I am going to be totally honest. I was scared of this. When I opened my package, I'm going to just put this down here to make it easier for you to see. When I opened the package from Lisa, I was like, oh dear, how am I going to do this? I am petrified of stencils. Just because I have always had a really bad luck with finding good quality stencils. They've always been really flimsy, they've not been made in the correct material, and yeah, they haven't really worked for me. So when I received loads of stencils from Lisa, I was like, oh dear, I hope it's really good quality, I hope I can work this out. And when I received them, I was like, oh yes, she knows what she's doing. Because this material, first of all, this plastic is not flimsy. It's really sturdy. And when you put it down on a card background and you use a texture paste, for example, it does not glide around, first of all, and it doesn't bend funkily, and it does not make things like, for example, if you blend it with ink, it doesn't mean that things goes under the stencil and all over the place. It actually stays in that area that you want it to. So I'm really happy about this. Really good quality stencils, and I was sent a lot of them. So this is one of them, and I absolutely love that. Can be used so cool. And then I've got this one, which is really fun as well. And then this one, I love this one. Really, really nice. Really nice stencils, great quality, and obviously these will be delivered in their correct packaging. It's just that I've opened my packaging and I've put them like this. So yeah, keep your eye open for these stencils, they're great. I was also sent, which was really kind of Lisa actually, a bunch of papers. Really good high quality papers to cut out and to stamp on and to use for my stencils. And then last but definitely not least, I was sent a lot of chipboard and chipboard things. So this is some lovely hearts cut out in chipboard, and I just love it. I think it's really good actually. It's nice quality, not too thick, will be easy to paint or ink or use texture paste. Yes, I've mentioned texture paste a lot, but it's because it's my new love. Absolutely love texture paste and stencils. See, Lisa can definitely change what you like and how you craft with her products, but a lot of hearts. And then I received some really lovely tags, great quality. I've got a few ideas of actually creating some wedding DIY with these tags, but I need to think a little bit about it first. So I got some lovely tags, and then I got some larger tags in, this is more like a wood material, like MDF. Meanwhile, this is more like a chipboard material. And yeah, I mean, think about this, like you alter this and you give it to someone's birthday, on someone's birthday, and then they can use that in, if they like it, you know, in their home, like save it. Really nice. And then last but definitely not least, I was given this memory book. And altered art is something I have done in the past, but I'm not as strong in that area as I am with my card making. My card making is what I do, but I also venture out trying different things. But I've got an idea, and I know that there are some very talented ladies which are doing their memory books. I'm thinking, you know what? This memory book kit might be, it might be possible to actually create some other things with it. Something I've never done before, like a plaque. I'm thinking about doing like little holes here and like making it into like a photo album thing. Yeah, I've got a few ideas, which is nice. I feel it's something different to my card making, which is fun. So that was all of the things that I received in my design team package. I really love everything, and I'm really exciting. My word, that's not English. I'm really excited of starting creating and crafting with my products. So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow our Facebook group, which is this really lovely craft community where people share their creations and just have a nice chat with each other as people from around the world. So you're welcome wherever you live, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye bye.